Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to check this out. Okay, it looks like maybe it's working. Ah, Christ, an ad. Give me a break, man. Well, let me pin a message. Hold on, I did this all backwards. I'm an idiot. Just hang on. Okay. Sound? Question mark. Hold on, I did this all backwards. Okay, working. Great. Okay, so yes, this is a vertical live stream so that it works in the YouTube Shorts feed. And I'm stuck on an island again. So we're gonna go get kicked out of Walmart for videotaping. Hold on, I gotta get the chat back up here, hang on. Stand by, fetch, there we go. This should give it to me. All right, so I should get the YouTube chat now in a moment. Turn DJ off. Hold on though, something's not right. Something's just not right. Streaming platforms, YouTube, fetch video ID, clear. Back. Enabled. Okay, well hopefully this connects, otherwise we're gonna have to do something different. I'm gonna double check on my phone. This is like the most thrown together piece of junk I've ever done. Good Lord. Okay, well hopefully this connects. Okay, so yeah, we are running this in the oh shoot, it's not working. Guys, I might have to restart this. You gotta be kidding me. See, I can't even, it doesn't even show me that it's live. What the fudge? This is so dumb. There it is. There it is, and that's formatted for the Shorts feed, so we're good. Okay, I thought we had a YouTube issue, but we don't, so. All right, so we're gonna pretend that I'm on a FaceTime call, and I'm gonna explain to you why we're doing that, because I've been informally trespassed from Walmart. I'm basically told to leave and never come back, but they didn't call the cops, so I wasn't technically trespassed. Because I had a live stream in a Walmart once. That was about 6 months ago. So we're gonna pretend like we're on FaceTime. And that's just gonna be fine. So we're gonna take a walk and I'll explain to you what's going on. Freaking coffee cup is coming loose here. Hang on. Keep that right there. I'll explain that in a minute too. No, not that way. So anyway, I have a, hold on, we'll wait a second here. All right, so we're going on a bit of an adventure. And yeah, there's a coffee cup in my Crocs because they're the only shoes that I have because I'm stranded on an island again for like the third time in 2 years. And I hate being stranded, And they're the only shoes I have, and they're digging into my freaking feet because they're too small. So I shoved a piece of coffee cup in there so it doesn't give me a blister. It seems to be working pretty good. I should probably put it inside my sock. That would hold it in place. So we get to pretend like we're homeless here and go walking. It seems to be working pretty good. You guys, your job, folks, is going to be to let me know in the chat if the audio gets too crappy, like too loud or too noisy, because I have my AirPods and I can put those in and that'll get rid of the noise. I just don't like wearing them. But yeah, so yep, so I've been kicked out of Walmart before for a live stream, and one of the viewers, this was a long time ago, I don't even think the stream's archived. This is when I was streaming on Twitch, but it was an experiment. But I think I had a viewer say, why don't you just tell them you're on FaceTime getting the groceries? I'm like, that's genius. So if any Walmartians tell me to get effed, I'm just going to tell them that I'm FaceTiming. So it's not a big deal. I mean, I get it. Their store policy is they don't want any cameras in there, but that's the dumbest bullshit I've ever heard. And call me entitled all you want, but I'm not hurting nothing. You know, they've got some of the rudest employees at this Walmart down here. No offense if you do work down here, but this Walmart has some real rude people working at it, and I don't think me simply walking and live streaming is exactly a problem here compared to the attitude some of them have. I was down here the other day and it was just, oh my God. I should get concealed carry. Dude, I typically I have 2 guns on me. Typically there's a backup. Today there's only one, but trust me, it's there. I'm talking about the live stream, not the pistol. So this is the intersection I got screamed at by the city police last night. Gave me a real nice welcome wagon into town. Apparently I wasn't crossing the crosswalk appropriately at 11 o'clock last night, and the cop rolled his window down and started screaming at me and telling me I was an idiot and shit. So I screamed right back at him. I said, hey buddy, I'm not homeless. I said, I have a car, it's broken. Oh, I don't give a shit. Apparently I wasn't crossing right, so I guess there's a right and wrong way to cross. I don't know, guys. I've kind of had it up to here. I'm in Newport News, Virginia, and like I said, I guess if I'm stupid and don't know how to cross, maybe educate me instead of screaming at me. So it's been a real nightmare up here. Thankfully, the shop that the truck is at is the opposite of the rest of the town here, which is why I'm stranded on an island, basically. Yeah, I went over to that little gas station over there, and the guy inside of there is super friendly. But I went over there last night for some ice cream, and I'm crossing. I'm not playing this game. I don't know how to do this. The sign says don't cross. There's no cars coming. They've got a red light. I'm going. I'm probably going to get a ticket. I don't care. Whatever. But I'm sorry. I'm so over this after last night. Like, I'm really debating on if I want to go to that Enterprise right there and just rent a car. It's $39.99 for a day for like a crappy little Mitsubishi whatever, like the tiniest car they got. And I'm half tempted just to rent one tomorrow so that we can drive somewhere. I've been sitting in this hotel room for 24 hours now, and I'm about to lose my mind. So we're gonna walk down here to the Walmart and I don't even know why I'm going here. But yeah, let me know if everything gets too crappy, folks, for the audio. But yeah, so I'm stranded on this island for a little bit. Remember when I was telling you guys the other day, that yesterday or whatever, that I had all those codes come up, and I thought it was because of low system voltage. Well, it was, but it wasn't. That was part of the problem. So I put a new battery in it. That did solve most of it, but so I actually had coincidentally 2 problems. So then when I turned on I turned onto the highway, I turned left, and the steering was like grinding and it was like sticking. I'm like, well, this ain't good. So I parked the truck. I made sure there wasn't anything physically caught, like in the wheel or something, you know, like debris. And then if you turn the wheels back and forth, it grinds and it makes all sorts of bad noises. So the power steering rack is shot. And it's really common on these F-150s, unfortunately. So as with all Fords, for some reason Fords just chew through power steering racks. Lose my mind. So as with all Fords, for some reason. All right, I'm surprised you guys are tolerating this audio. But so long story short, it needs a rack, and it's because there's a belt inside the rack and pinion, and it starts to strip out. It's not a good design. They're known to have issues. I'm not surprised about this at all. Like, I'm not even pissed. Like, I'm annoyed that I have to spend more money that I don't have. But I mean, it was one of those things when I bought the truck, I knew there was a good chance that within the next 100,000 miles, I was going to be dropping a couple $1,000s on this. So when my Tahoe went out, that power steering rack replacement cost me almost $5,000. This one, here, let me show you guys the quote. I took it to a repair shop. I'm not going to say who until we're done, until I get it back and confirm. Not that I expect them to do anything wrong, but still. Let's see. Yeah, $2,331. Yeah, there is no power steering pump, folks. It's an electric power steering rack. So no pump. But this is something that I would have done in the parking lot. It's 2 bolts. I would have to go buy a bigger jack and some bigger jack stands. Would have cost me about $200-300, and then about $1,100 for the part. But to have the shop do it with the alignment and all that, I mean, by the time all is said and done, it's really only going to cost me probably an extra $500 to have the shop do it. And not having to stress about it and deal with it in a parking lot with crackheads bothering me and stuff, just let them do it. So the good news is I called these guys. I'm in Newport News, which is Norfolk. Oh, okay, fuck you. Not like I was walking across the driveway or anything. See, I don't understand this pedestrian stuff one bit. So, do we have a sign? Yeah, but it goes, or a button that goes the wrong way. So I'm just gonna wait, and then I'm gonna send it. I had no idea how pedestrian drivers were until I became a pedestrian for a day. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal when somebody's crossing the road to just like let them cross, but apparently not. Apparently everybody else just wants to like intentionally run you over, flip you off, and lay on the horn. Like, get a life. I mean, seriously. Like, it's not that hard to be somewhat okay. Somewhat decent. But anyway, what I was going with this was I called this shop. They were the 12th or 13th place that I called. And they were the only ones willing to get me in this week. Everybody else was telling me next week. And that's a problem because I'm stranded, right? Like, I'm stranded. Do you want my business or not, kind of thing? Like, I couldn't, and I explained this to so many places. I was like, guys, I'm desperate here. I need help. And I actually had one lady, and I forgot who it was, like R Auto Sales or R Auto Repair or something. It was somewhere between here and Kitty Hawk. And the lady's like, well, we could look at it on Friday. And I was like, well, I don't know how much looking at it you got to do because it's definitely the rack. And I'm crossing. I'm just going. I don't know what to do here. So I was like, it's definitely the rack. I was like, could I possibly have you guys just order the rack and put it in? And if that's not the problem, I'll just eat the cost. And she was like, sir, that's not how we do business. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, is there any way I could pay you extra to like look at this sooner? Because I have no option. And you know what her response was? She goes, sir, that's not really our problem. I'm like, okay. So I literally just hung the phone up. I didn't even say anything back. I just hung up the phone. Like, no customer service, no nothing. Like, I'm stranded. I'm begging you to help me. I'm willing to pay you extra to help me sooner. And you're telling me to piss off. So that was ridiculous. But I called these guys up here in Norfolk. And they were like, yeah, it's not a problem. They're like, when can you get it here? And I'm like, today. This was yesterday. So I got it up here at about 2 o'clock. And it's actually a bunch of, and I say this, and somebody's going to call me sexist, but I'm not even going to entertain it. But it's actually a bunch of women that own and run this place. So I feel like nothing against men, because I am a man and I used to work in this industry, but I feel like I'm less likely to get screwed over. And it's funny how this was also the place that actually was willing to help me. So thank you. And we will be definitely giving them a good review here once we get the truck back. But I was talking to him and I'm just like, it's the rack. I'm like, I don't, like, if I had a parking lot or a place to do this, I would just do it. And they're like, yeah, 20 minutes later, they're like, yeah, it's the rack. We'll have one here by Thursday. And it's like a 4-hour job, so probably Friday. And I'm like, well, if I could get out of here by the end of the day on Friday, that means that I could get to Saturday's severe weather and I'd be more than happy. And she's like, we'll get you out of here by 2 o'clock on Friday. I'm like, that's fine. So that's pretty good. Because we're just waiting on the part, you know. The part's got to get shipped in. I got to see how to get to Walmart because there's no freaking sidewalk. I hate this pedestrian stuff. I don't do this. Like I said, and down here I've got freaking cops just screaming at me and shit like last night. I'm just done. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm just gonna walk down the road. And if I get ticketed or arrested or something, I guess I'm just gonna live stream it. Like I said, that really left a bad taste in my mouth last night with that asshole cop just screaming bloody murder at me. I'm like, dude, chill out. I'm so sick of that shit. Like, it's okay to not be a jerk to people. Like, and 95% of cops are decent people, but apparently not that guy. So I don't know if that's just how they act down here, then we're going to be probably getting a ticket or arrested or summoned or something, because I think what I'm about to do right now is probably illegal, but I don't know what else to do. Like, I got to get down here, and it is what it is. So, and like I said, folks, I didn't grow up in the city, so I don't know what it's like to actually walk down the road. But I need to walk down the road. I need to get down here. So all I know how to do is walk down the road. So nobody's going to hit me. I'm over the fog line. Don't care. This is kind of one of those things where I think these pedestrian laws are kind of silly. It's like, this is a free country. I'm free to get from point A to point B. Leave me alone, kind of thing, you know? So, I don't know. I hate to be that guy. It seems like everything I've tried to do in this town since last night, besides the shop, has been nothing but a pain in the butt. The hotel, the guy at the hotel, even though I used points, was trying to charge me for the room. And I'm not talking about the deposit. Like, he was trying to charge me for the room, and I'm like, no, I used points. And he's like, it doesn't show that. I'm like, yeah, it does. Oh, guys, it's been an interesting 24 hours. And I think it just gets more interesting because it's, you know, you're stuck here, so. Yeah, there's no sidewalks whatsoever going to Walmart, so I'm not sure how this is going to work, but. Yeah, I'm not going to, I see lots of people telling me to get shoes. I'm not going to, because I'm not going to spend 20, 30 bucks on shoes that I already have. I mean, I'll have my shoes back in 48 hours. I mean, this ain't that big of a deal. The coffee cup's working perfectly fine, surprisingly. I'm actually extremely impressed that the coffee cup is working so well. These Crocs just kind of suck in general, though. All right, let me look at the map, because let's see what we got here. All right, let me look at the map, because oh, that's not the map, that's the stream. This is so dumb. You should just, it's the main road. Why is there not a sidewalk going down it? You want me to walk all the way over there? There's no way. All right, I'm just gonna start walking through these parking lots and we're just gonna figure it out. Like, I've never realized how important it is for these cities to actually have freaking sidewalks until literally at this moment. Nope, definitely not paying for an Uber. That's for sure. I've been stuck in a hotel for 24 hours, and if I don't start moving, I'm gonna have problems. I can't do this sitting. I tell you what, though, after the Uber last night, I don't know if I'll ever call one again. Holy crap, that was a hell of a time. She missed the exit like 4 times, so my $8 Uber went up to being a $63.50 Uber, and I'm trying to dispute it right now. And Uber is telling me that I have to pay that because I was in the vehicle, and I'm like, but she missed the exit like many times, and I told her she missed the exit. She kept missing the exit. I was like, I don't think that's fair. It was literally supposed to be like an 11-minute ride, and it ended up being, oh hell, it was damn near close to 45. And I told Uber support, I was like, I think she missed it on purpose to run the damn the time up or something. And they're like, well, we'll put it in a dispute. You know, you'll be talked to within 48 hours. And I'm just like, okay. I can't believe that. Like, I'm just going to dispute it on my credit card. Like, if Uber doesn't fix it, I'm just going to dispute the whole thing. You know? Hold on, I got to readjust my coffee cup. See, if I shove the coffee cup right here. See, now I'm good. It won't cut into my foot. Super comfy. Oh, shit. Didn't get in the right spot. Hold on. I need to put it inside my sock. So I don't know how long the battery's going to hold out. Hopefully a decent amount of time. I wonder how close to the frickin' Walmart we are. 41 minutes. That can't be right. I'm not walking 41 minutes. 1.78 miles. Dear God. Hold on. There's nothing around here, folks. There's like nothing for, like, I need something to drink and stuff, and there's nothing around here. God, this town kind of sucks. No offense to anybody that lives here, but this town sucks. There's just nothing. This is the hotel. Waffle House. I mean, that's something. Okay, well, we do have a Waffle House. That's good. Is there like a gas station that doesn't suck? BP. The fucking 7-Eleven or something? Okay, I walked past the 7-Eleven. Let's just go to the 7-Eleven place. We'll just go there. I 'cause 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 'c
17 south.
Okay, well, so we got to cross back over the road by the Country Inn, and then that's where the 7-Eleven is. Okay, turning around. Yeah, I'm not going to that Sunoco. It looked like a drug house. Sorry, I'm not used to the walking around in the larger city. I'm just a little try to stay out of those questionable looking gas stations. All right, we're turning around. I'm not walking 2 miles to the freaking Walmart and then 2 miles back to the hotel. That ain't happening. Hold on, I gotta adjust the coffee cup again. Hold on. All right, I just shoved it in my sock. So that should help out. Oh yeah, that's much better. God damn, this sucks. Oh, these Crocs are shit. These things are terrible. I don't know how anybody wears these. I'll probably, next time I go for a walk, I'm just gonna put 2 socks on it. Call it good. So I just figured we'd go live while we walk around. I'm gonna go for a walk tonight. Well, there's not so many damn cars driving around. And I'll probably live stream that too. We'll be live again tomorrow too, obviously. But yeah, so there's a severe weather event coming up on, well, maybe Friday, but I'm not super interested in that. We're going to miss it anyway. But Saturday doesn't look too bad. So Saturday, well, you should be able to be out by like Little Rock. I probably should cross over here, shouldn't I? Hold on a minute. Where's the 7-Eleven at? I got to look on the map. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for a red light and cross over. So, all right, let's let some of these people get the hell out of the way, and I'm gonna walk across, and we'll go to that 7-Eleven. I don't think there's gonna be anything in southern Alabama, no. Does not look like it. Like I said, no crosswalk, but I gotta get over there, so I don't know what you're supposed to do. We'll figure it out. It's not my problem. I just have to add that disclaimer in there because there's gonna be somebody in here that's gonna tell me I'm doing it wrong, and just want to make it known that I really don't care. Like, it's not a big deal. The 7-Eleven is over there and down, so we just gotta wait for a red light down to the left. Well, Corey, this is what I was doing last night, and then I just got absolutely screamed at by that cop. So that guy shouldn't have been a cop. I mean, that guy had such a temper problem that I don't know what would happen if he pulled you over. I'd be worried he'd shoot you. That guy was very violent for no reason. Seriously, most violent person I'd ever encountered. That guy needed a reality check. All right, we're probably gonna get hit by this car because this is gonna turn green and she's texted on her phone, but that's fine. I'm sure she has insurance. It's a pretty nice car, so I'm sure the injuries would probably be covered. No, I'm not kidding. He literally, that's exactly what I was doing last night when he decided to stop all traffic in the road just so he could scream bloody murder at me. And I'm pretty sure he was like half my age, which, I mean, I got a couple of words back in on him, but I couldn't believe that. Like, that's not what you're out here to do, bud. There's literally nowhere to walk in this town. You can't get anywhere out here. But whatever. I don't know why they don't just throw a sidewalk in the median or something. I don't know. Maybe this is just how it is everywhere. I'm just not used to it. Appreciate all the comments about getting an Uber. If I wanted an Uber, I would get one, I promise. Walking is good for a person. So we'll go down here to the 7-Eleven. If that place sucks, at least I know the one that's by the hotel doesn't really suck. The only thing that did suck was the damn, I got a bottle of Sprite and the Sprite wasn't very cold. So you need to throw it in the fridge and cool it back down. So yeah, we should be able to make the severe weather on Saturday. It's gonna be about a 15-hour drive out to like Little Rock or something. But that's not a huge deal. Because if I leave here at about 2 o'clock, I can drive until 2 in the morning, get to like, I don't know what, like Jackson, Tennessee. Probably drive to like Jackson, Tennessee, get a hotel, and then finish the drive off Saturday morning. So if I get back up at 7 and get on the road by 9, yeah, I can be in Little Rock by 2 o'clock. And that's without pushing it. Like, if I need to get there sooner, I could push it and get there sooner, but there's really not a reason to. So we should be good for that, which makes me happy. It does kind of suck, though, because tomorrow and Friday, there's potential, like, lower end severe weather days. That we're missing, but they're lower end days. It's not like it's a huge deal. So whatever. Yeah, it's much nicer down here and calmer because you don't have all the traffic noise. Okay, I think it's right across the road here. All right, we'll go down here and just walk across the street. But yeah, this is definitely not how I planned on ending our nor'easter coverage. But the good news is, folks, that the car problems decided to wait until I was on my way out. So if that would have happened on the way to, or in the middle of, we would be in some trouble. But thankfully it didn't. So like I said, I'm not really that upset by it. I mean, it sucks because, you know, it's $2,300 that I don't have, but it's like, well, at least it's not as bad as last year when that happened with that damn freaking Tahoe. And it was what, $4,900? It was basically $5,000. These stupid parts were way more expensive for that for some reason. So was the labor. This truck, it's only like, watch this idiot nearly hit me. Jesus Christ. The labor on it, it's only like 3 or 4 hours too, so that helps. So, all right, we'll go in. Ah, yeah. All right. All right, you too. Thanks. Thanks. All right. Characters in here. That's quite the character in there. So I got my poor person bag, and I feel like I'm homeless now. But thanks for joining, though. I mean, I just figured this would be a easy live stream. Oh, wow, look at this brodozer. Your truck's lame. Probably spent his whole welfare check on it, too. Probably a couple of them. Here, look at this thing. You guys want to see it again? That's really fucking stupid. I was gonna call it something else, but Blue Candy will freaking try to cancel me again. Oh God, good times on that. Yeah, that's an example of somebody who has really poor taste in trucks. Well, I normally wouldn't bash other people's vehicle builds either myself, but when you've got somebody that's got bald ass tires with the N-bomb being dropped, which, I mean, whatever, but it's stuff like so damn loud that you can hear it from 13 miles away and stuff because you spent all your money on your car stereo, you can't buy tires, and now your tires are unsafe and you look like an idiot because you're going to be sliding all over the road and stuff like that. That's when you open it up. That's when it's free game, and that guy was totally free game. Absolutely. Well, Deborah's correct. I mean, technically that probably wasn't safe, but it's always interesting. I mean, we don't have any in the chat today, but sometimes in the chat we'll have people like, I'll make a comment about people with those stupid rubber band tires, and they'll just get so offended. And it's like, oh, calm down. All right, you turning? All right, get her in there. Come on. Oh, you're not turning. Yeah, I just put my blinker on for fun too. But at least they're putting it on. That's a good start. A lot of people don't. You want to know who cut the grass? Why? Why? Is it something special about it or something? Man, you know it's a legit pharmacy when the logo looks like a gumball dispenser. What the frick? All right, so here's the Waffle House. It's probably where I'm going to get my food for the next 2 days. Holy crap, I'm tired of walking. I haven't even walked that far. I've only walked about 1.75 miles, so I really shouldn't be complaining, but yeah, I'm really, really thankful that I was able to find these people to work on this truck. Because like I said, it was impossible to find anybody. And then I called these guys and I'm like, look, here's the problem. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Just bring the truck here. And they're like, I don't know why you had such a problem finding someone to work on it. I'm like, well, that's honestly how a lot of these places are. And they just tell you, we're on a 2-week wait. It's like, well, I can't do that. I'm broke down. I'm stranded. I have no option. Can you work with me? No, sorry. You know, which is not a very good way to do business, but whatever. You're not missing that much if you've never been to Waffle House. Like, it's not that great. I mean, it's pretty great, but it's not that great. All right, so I gotta walk across this frickin' street again. This is gonna be great. All right. Oh, today. Did you guys see that near accident? I was about ready to actually start backing up. Did you guys see that? Or did I not have the camera pointed that direction? That was nearly a 3-car wreck. And I was totally going to say I told you so too. Alright, well, this little thing has a picture of a person walking, so I'm walking despite this guy nearly running me over, so I don't know. Oh, let me guess. Don't walk this way, huh? Okay, well, I'm walking anyway. I mean, there's no car here. I don't understand why not. Man, some people really just don't appreciate my sense of humor, do they? Well, I guess you don't have to watch. Good Lord. Yeah, here's the Enterprise. I thought about it. Really thought about renting a car, but what am I gonna do? Just drive around in a circle? It's not like this, you know, it's not like I'm gonna go do anything. I'm going back to the hotel. It's right over there. Not this dump. This place looks like a dump. City Center Inn. I'm gonna pass on that. Looks like it used to be a Super 8. So, I don't know. I'll probably be live again later tonight. Just for the hell of it. But now everybody has a sense of what's going on and what the plan is, so that's good. But yeah, it's what time is it? 2:52? All right, it's 3 o'clock, so it's about time I got here yesterday. So we're officially 24 hours in. That was funny. Probably not appropriate, but funny. Yeah, so the reason I didn't name the shop is because I don't want people calling over there. I had that happen once. I was in like Texas or something where people knew where the truck was and they were taking forever. And somebody called over there and bitched that it was taking so long and made me look like an absolute asshole. I mean, granted I was because I was complaining about it, but like having random people call is not cool. So we'll talk about that once I get the truck back. Yeah, weather-wise does suck, I agree. Maybe not so much the app, but the developer kind of does. Sorry, not sorry. Say bad things about me. I'm allowed to say them in return, you know. Free game. I have no idea how far the truck away is from the hotel. No clue. Oh boy. Surprised the stream has been so stable because I'm only on Verizon right now. Verizon doesn't seem to work very good out here. Oh, Jesus. I'm about to die. I haven't had anything to drink today. Holy shit. Jesus. Okay, so. Okay, it's working. $130 a night. That's what gets you. You gotta. Jesus Christ, Diamond Elite member. Don't they know who I am? God dang, $130 a night hotel. Diamond Elite, and you gotta kick the door open. That's what's wrong with America, people. All right. The Coke is going in the refrigerator. Refrigerator's not very cold. Whatevs, don't care. Are we getting high? No. I mean, in elevation, yes. But no, I've never... Oh, the Coke comment. I get it now. I thought it was a marijuana comment. I've never smoked that before in my life, and I don't even know how to smoke it. So, more power to anybody who does. I mean, that's not my problem. I mean, if you guys want to do that, whatever. Not my deal. But no, I get it. Okay, all right, that was funny. I get it now. That was actually funny. Anyway, okay. This is the Sprite from last night. This blew the hell up in my face. Yeah, okay. Oh, shit. Okay, it's hot as shit in here. What is going on? Okay, I just set the thing to 60 degrees, so. I will look at what's going on the stream here before we end and get caught up on stuff. All right, so that was great. Anyway, I might switch hotels tomorrow. This hot. God fucking damn it! You fucking miserable bitch. Oh, you fucker. Oh, it did the same thing to me last night too. You gotta think, people. Son of a gun. Come on, man. Give me a freaking break. Jesus Christ, that just blew out half the damn pop in the goddamn soda thing. Jesus Christ. Oh, cripes. Well, as I was saying, I'm probably going to switch hotels tomorrow because this hotel is fine, but the air conditioner sucks, and it's just... There's a nicer Holiday Inn that's right across the road, and it's the same price, so I might just waddle all my stuff across the road in the morning. Anyway. Don't taste the same after that happens. I don't know if anybody agrees with this or not, but after the drink has exploded, it doesn't taste the same. Yes, it does have a pool. No hot tub, though. Yes. No hot tub, though, unfortunately. Okay, let me look at the, let's see. Jesus Christ, let me look at the chat. Yeah, the McDonald's Sprite would be alright. I've had bad luck with the McDonald's Sprite lately, though. It's been really flat. I think the quality control on the carbonation and the syrup is really not normal. Yes, Ben, I completely agree. It could have been over the laptop. Yeah, I agree. That's that would have really not been cool. Let me look at. Uh-oh. Let me look at my comments here. Oh, geez, I got somebody complaining about something. Hang on. Some of these comments that have been on Facebook lately, oh my God, like, I've got the reels and stuff about the beach erosion, and there's so many people that are like, oh yeah, I hope those houses fall in the sand, you're all a bunch of idiots, and it's like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, there was some guy in here on Facebook that was just being a total jerk. So I just let him have it. Absolutely let him have it. It was pretty funny. If you go scroll through the comments, you'll find him. So here, this is what I told Edmund. Edmund says, I love watching these trust fund babies' houses collapsing and washing out to sea. Now they want bailouts. Libtards. This is North Carolina, mind you. Red state. So I said, Edmund J. Skip O'Neill. Yeah. Boomer. No, we have an idiot making distasteful comments because jealous of other people's decisions, and his name is Edmund. And then I tagged him. Then he responded with, I see we have a worship our wealthy job creators who gives us our human dignity guy, responding to me. So my response was, your mom is calling you from the basement. She would like you to please get a job and move out so she can have her basement back. Let me know if I can help you with this. I don't know. I thought that was a pretty good response. We'll see if he likes it or not. I'll keep you guys updated though. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on that one because I feel like that one was that one's gonna be an interesting thread here. It's just it might take some time for him to respond because he's in his mom's basement, but give him a minute. I don't drink the tea at McDonald's. I think it's terrible. I don't know how you guys drink that stuff. It tastes like you're drinking syrup. How many people we got watching this dump right now? 77? That's it? 300. There's 345 people watching right now. You gotta be kidding me. You couldn't survive off $2,000 a month. Yeah, I couldn't either. You seen the price of groceries lately? That Edmund guy sounds like a vegan. He might be. No offense to any vegans out here, but all right. Let me update you guys and scroll the Facebook thread for a minute. Let me see if we got any more trolls, because we got to have a little bit of fun with them. Very important. Very important to capitalize off the trolls a little bit, because the more interaction, the more Facebook pays me. So if I do my part by pissing them off some more and telling them that they're nasty people for saying nasty things, then they respond, and then I get a couple extra pennies at the end of the month. So it's pretty easy. Somebody's got to do it. All right, let me see what I can find here. I'm sure there's something in this thread. Here, you guys want to see? Let's see if I hold on. Let me see if I can make it so you guys can. Oh, let's see here. Another day. And another tank of shit goes in the ocean with no fines, but I can't flush a boat without a hefty fine. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you might have a point, but... So, Andy says, so how did the camera with ratchet straps go around the 1x6 and get to 10 feet? SMH! Capital exclamation marks. And I said, what? And then, Aaron is like, that guy's an idiot. I'm like, I agree. So I don't know what that guy's even talking about. Mother Earth. Yeah, I suppose so. Alan says, no shit, Sherlock. How about this? No shit, Alan. They make lots of money betting on next storm payday. What? I don't even know what this guy's talking about. What did you expect? Fewer dumb comments. It's just the normal thing a beach and the sea does. It's not doing anything different. Yeah, I know that, Yvonne. The humans still have a lot to learn. We should watch and listen to the sea. And all right, I'm not talking to no hippie today, but Jesus Christ. Keep in mind, they're commenting on a short where I was just showing you guys the beach erosion. That's simply all it was. Does this with every storm. They'll replenish the beach when the storm passes. Okay, thanks, David. Appreciate that. Somebody up above has decided it's time for the people across the street to get waterfront. Okay, cool. I heard there were no survivors. Okay, that's kind of fun. It's a joke. Elizabeth Dane was out there. I don't know who that is. The ocean causes the beach to erode, dimwit. Oh, this was Andrew. And this was the other Andrew. I said, thanks, Andrew. By the way, your mom called. She told me to beg you to get out of her basement for the final time. Please leave, get a life, and find something to do that isn't sitting in her basement on the internet. Literally happens every year. It'll be back. She just keeps responding the same thing on all my posts. So I'm going to say, okay. Normal. So They would have seen this for the past 50 years, right? What are you talking about? I'm not even... I don't even know how to process that. Yes, there is not a very wide beach in the area of the pier. Okay, thanks, Diane. That was a logical comment. One of the few on here. Is this your first time? Oh, yeah. Never, I can't show that. Tell them to pump the sand back on the beaches, problem solved. Well, no kidding, Steve. God dang. Tell them to put the sand back. Duh, people. Alright. Let's see if I can find one with a bunch more comments. This one's got a bunch of dumb comments. Rick Inns says, "Are we put cameras up so we can look at them fall? They should never have been put there at all. That's the ocean. That's where people go to swim. That's where people enjoy themselves. You can enjoy having a house, as you know, so no later is gonna be toned down." ... What? Oh my God, somebody's gonna make it about Trump. Like they give a shit. All right, what other dumb comments can we scrape up here? I think we've checked on all the dumb comments so far. Oh no, we got 96 more to go through here. This is funny. Toothpicks holding up 10,000 tons of house. Okay. I don't think those are 10,000 tons, but whatever. Pedo Taco is sending paper towels. Who the hell is Pedo Taco? Seriously, who the hell is Pedo Taco? This is actually an interesting picture. This is the same house. So look at this picture. This is from sometime in the 90s. The viewer took it. And here it is now on the left. So that's just proof that this really gets... Look at that. Same place. Fun fact, do you guys remember when I was telling you guys about that copyright crap? Where those storm chasers were wrongfully suing that penguin guy? This is what he did. He basically brought they brought up something and said, wow, take a look at this. And now take a look at this. So what's probably going to happen is one of these copyright brokers is going to try to represent Damien and try to get this Damien to file a copyright lawsuit on me. Because that's how they profit. Not saying that Damien is going to do that, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if that's how these guys try to take me down, is by seeing me show something on a stream and then try to get that person to agree to copyright me and then sue me, because that's basically what they're trying to do with people. But yeah, this is that house on the left, and then this is it prior. Is that the same one? Hold on a minute. Yeah, oh, that's not the same house. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's got the double tier up there. That's it. Yeah. Not this one, but you get the point. So anyway, that's that. That was actually a really good photo. to have in there. Anyway, I don't really have a whole lot else, unless somebody has something they want me to go over. I can show you what's wrong with the truck, I guess. Hold on. Let me find the parts diagram. Oh my god, I'm so sick of sitting in this hotel. Yes, hotel has swimming pool. Everybody keeps asking me if we got a pool. We do. I'll show you guys what's wrong. I need to find a parts diagram though. Well, that's the power steering rack, but it's not. That's a terrible picture. Ford parts website sucks. Come on, man. Parts. Let's see if I can find it manually. Suspension, transmission, blah, blah, blah. I guess suspension, even though that's not. Oh, this is just stupid. I don't have a part number for it either. It might be steering gear. Steering gear. So I should be able to find an exploded view of it. Steering rack and pinion gear. But they don't have a picture. Oh, there we go. Let me open this up. So here's the rack and pinion, obviously. So here's the steering shaft. So this connects to the steering wheel. Here's your tie rod ends. These go on the sides. It's just the parts diagram why it looks like that. So that's tie rod ends. Those push and pull on your steering wheel or your wheels. And then you got these two bolts that go through that hold it onto the frame or the subframe, whatever you want to call it. And then this thing with the heat sink, there's a big motor in there, and it's like a worm gear, and there's a belt, and it pushes and pulls the wheels either way. And this is broken. Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can find a video of somebody fixing this, and I'll show you what it's about here. I'll show you what the problem is. Oh, this is okay. So this is one from Whiteface Ford. So I can do this without somebody trying to sue me, because I'm so sick of this copyright shit. Get a grip. So this is from Whiteface Ford, so we can use this because they're friends of ours. So there's John. So that's the power steering rack, and hold on, he's gonna pull this apart. Come on. All right, so there's the motor in there. All right, we're waiting on him to open this up. He's gonna open it any minute now. I've seen this one. There it is. Hold on. Come on. There we go. So on the inside of these, you can kind of see here, there's right here, there's a little idler pulley. And then you've got this little rubber belt. And this little rubber belt has little teeth on it, and it gets shredded and stripped out. And I think it shows it here in a minute. Right there. So those little teeth, it's not on the drive. drive, or the pulleys where it gets stripped out, it's on the belt. But look at how tiny those grooves are, the splines. Look how tiny they are. This belt will start to get stripped over time. This one doesn't look stripped, but you can tell on mine that's what's wrong, because you can hear that belt grinding over it. But these are known to go bad because the seal between the two oftentimes will leak water, and then you'll get this issue here. Now, I actually, yeah, there shows the belt better. So I think what's wrong with mine is I think there's something in there, maybe bushing or something, that's probably been wore out for a while. They're starting to wear out because over the past like 3,000 or 4,000 miles, this thing has started to make a little bit of a suspension noise over bumps, where it kind of sounds like sway bar links, but I don't have those. It's removed. But if you go over, it almost sounds like there's too much air in the tire. Like you go over a speed bump, and like you feel this little like shift in the steering wheel. There's no play in the ball joints, there's no play in the tie rod ends, there's no play in anything. Steering U-joints fine, all that, no play in anything. And I was starting to wonder if there was maybe a wheel bearing that was starting to get a little play in it, or maybe there was something that was getting play in it. So I figured, well, we'll take it on this trip, and then if it's something, it'll start getting worse and it'll get more play in it, and we'll be able to find it when I get back. I'm kind of wondering if it's actually the power steering rack, because it really felt like it was it felt like it was in the rack. And anybody who's a mechanic, you can kind of get the feeling, like if you feel, you can hear, but you can also feel like the source of the noise. Sometimes, when you get good at it, you can feel where it might be coming from. And it felt like it was coming from in the steering somewhere. But like I said, no play in the tie rod ends, no play in the steering U-joints, nothing. And hold on a second. I think I might have just missed a call from them. Hold on. Oh my God, I don't even, just piss off. It wasn't them. But I was kind of wondering if maybe it was the rack bushings or something, but I wouldn't be surprised if that rack was on its way out. So, I don't know. But less than 70,000 miles, but that seems to happen on these F-150s for some stupid reason. So, I'm honestly not surprised. I'm not even upset about it. Like, I'm just so used to seeing that because I've seen it go bad on so many other F-150s, and but yeah, the signal's cutting off. Verizon doesn't do too good here, but it is planned obsolescence. Honestly, I mean, think about it. You used to have vehicles that would last 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 miles before you would even have to think about doing major repairs to them. And now a lot of people are doing major repairs at 100,000 miles. So it absolutely is planned obsolescence. The auto manufacturer, I don't think, really cares other than getting you to the end of the warranty. And once you're out of warranty, they don't care. Which is too bad, and that's all of them. So many people say, go buy a Toyota. No, Toyotas are junk. And somebody's going to get real pissed at me for saying that, but seriously, they're junk. Toyotas are junk. They're more junk than a lot of domestic cars. Subaru is now junk. Now, I want to preface this by saying this. Most, if not all, auto manufacturers are now junk. Make that very clear. Most of them are junk. But Toyota used to be, just buy a Toyota. Yeah, you used to be able to, but if you buy a Toyota now, it's still junk. I know we've got, is it the Tundras or is it the Tacomas? One of the two, they're just blowing up. engines are just blowing up at like 20,000 miles now. Leaking oil, suspension's falling apart. Can't keep ball joints in a Toyota Camry past 10,000 miles. It's just, they're all junk. You know, everybody used to say, oh, go buy a Toyota, a Subaru, or a Honda. The Honda ain't bad. Honda's actually one of the better ones, believe it or not. They're just really foo-foo car. Honda doesn't make a single car that I would ever want to own. But Honda's actually pretty good. But like Subarus, they're all junk now. Toyotas are all junk now. Ford cars are junk. Chevy, GM cars are junk. I mean, Ford trucks are good. Chevy trucks are okay, depending what you get. Dodge, the whole Ram family, is probably the least problematic after the Ford. Fords have a lot of little problems, like stupid problems, but GM has been having a lot of major problems with stuff. I mean, just look at what is it, the L82? What's the new? Is it the 6.2 or whatever that's in the Escalades and some of the Suburbans and stuff that they're just recalling the engines at like 20,000 miles because they're like blowing up. It's stupid. Like, I think they all tried to cut corners and they cut them too far. So. It's all different with older stuff too. It used to be different. If you want to talk like early, 1995 to 2010 stuff, they were honestly, most of them were all pretty good. It didn't matter if you wanted to buy an F-150 or a Chevy or a Dodge. I mean, they were all pretty good. I mean, they all had issues, but they were all pretty good. Oh yeah, the old Camrys, yeah, they never die. I don't know what's going on out there. But anyway, that's really about all I got. That's about it. So, that was kind of fun. So, appreciate everybody for joining along. I've got... Oh, no, I didn't pin it. Son of a gun. Never mind, I didn't pin the website in the chat. All right, well, I'm out of here. I will have an update later. We'll be back live either tonight or tomorrow. And then I'm going to plan on going toward... Hold on, let me pull up my Facebook page so I can look at the graphics so I don't tell you wrong. Probably go toward Little Rock on Friday, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's a 15-hour drive, but we got 24 hours to make a 15-hour drive. So, I've done worse. Definitely done worse. Oh, this is interesting. I'm not getting... My Facebook page isn't showing me my latest posts. There it is. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys a little bit later.